All right, shalom, shalom. It's the GMS lesson. Come back at you. Before I do get into this lesson, I want to start by giving out honor, glory, and praises to Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechah HaKodash. Next up, the abundance of my apostles, elders, great millstone, who taught me the 100% truth of the Bible and who rule well. Peace, love, salutations to all the brothers across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in all diligence and sincerity. And I'm just jump right into it. Another little but edifying lesson. This will be a part 2. The title is "The Earth Was Filled with Violence," right? Pursuant to Genesis 6, right? So all the things that's going on, all the prophecies that's kicking off, all the things that you see in the face of the earth, right? This is all biblical prophecy. The prophecies are kicking off, and those in the know, right? 2 Ezra 9:1, measure thou the times diligently in itself. What's the measuring stick? These scriptures, right? So we're taking what we're saying in real life events, and we're taking what's written of in the scriptures through prophecy, and we know exactly what times we're in. We're in those times, man, right? The same times that Noah was in. It's coming, same thing that's going on today, as we're going to get a little willing. So, not to ramble, a little willing this lesson, and I'm going to jump right in it. This is Sirach 40, verse 9. I think, I left off on verse 10, but I'm going to read verse 9 again. Sirach 40 and 9. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. So what? Scourge is a whipping, lashing, punishments, right? All these things are coming for the sinners of the Lord's people, man, right? That the scriptures say, the wrath of the multitude, my wrath is upon the multitude thereof. We all went off, right? We all transgressed the law, statutes, commandments of the scriptures, right? Of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So that wrath is coming. It's not going nowhere. It's not subsiding. It's not dying down. The wrath of the Lord is coming, man. Right? But we know that there's going to be the elect that be saved and delivered from all this hell and destruction and chaos that's about to ensue upon the face of the earth. Right? Let me read that again. Right? Death, bloodshed, strife, and sword, calamities, famine. So what? Starvation, cannibalism is about to come back. Right? A famine, a lack of resources, food, water, right? It's about to happen on the face of the earth, man. Tribulation and scourge, right? Why does it say scourge? Verse 10, these things are created for the wicked, for their sakes came the flood. And we know, for the most part, when we read the scriptures, the wicked is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. But we know that the majority of our people have been seduced, drunken in wine and philosophies of this devil, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, right? And, it says, and for their sakes came the flood. Who did the flood come for the first time, man? Right? You had 3 classifications of men. You had the sons of God, you had the sons of man, and you had the sons of the wicked, right? And the Lord said he was going to destroy the whole earth because of all the flesh had been corrupted. Right? The Lord was only dealing with one people then. It's like he's only dealing with one people now. And what? We fell away. The Lord only found one man acceptable at that time, and that was Noah. Right? He came from that, that seed line, right? The sons of God, right? So, a matter of fact, I'm going to just get it. It's Genesis chapter 6, verse 9, verse 8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, right? And Noah, symbolic for in these times, who? The men of the Lord, who are out there in the highways and byways, right? Building that spiritual ark, warning, preaching, right? It says that Noah condemned the world, right? And that's what the men of the Lord are doing, right? Preaching what's coming, prophesying what's coming, telling the elect, well, it's like you're telling Israel, right? Right, and those of the hopeful elect to repent, turn back, get right, right? But we know that the elect, though, when we be a part of that number, right, found grace in the eyes of the Lord, just like in that time, same thing in this time, right? Verse 9, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man, right? He was a just man. How? We're going to read on. And perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with the Most High. How do you walk with the Most High? Being obedient, man. Keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, right? Noah was obedient to the Most High, right? And walked justly in the eyes of the Lord, man. Verse 10, and Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And we know through Noah, the seed line of Shem, through Shem comes the chosen seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the true chosen seed line, right? Because we know Ishmael comes from that seed line. We know Esau comes from that seed line, right? But we know that the Lord have not dealt so with any nation, man. It says, I have shown my word unto Jacob and my statutes unto Israel. Israel being a people before it's a place, right? So I just wanted to say that. Verse 11, the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And that's why the scripture says in Matthew 24, that so is the day of Noah, it will also be so is the son of the coming of man, because the earth is filled with violence, man. Just as it was then, it's just how it is now, man. Right? So let's take a look real quick. Texas family, dead and apparent, Slakia. Bear with me with my words. Texas family, deleted and apparent, deletion, weeks after daughter, deleted, right? So we can go into all these and all that, man, right? It's just violence. 11 were sent to the hospital after their, that's not really going into like, it was quoted bunch of blood and awfulness. That's just, the Lord visiting, right? He had severe turbulence, made the plane go down. Hey, it is what it is. The Lord had it happen, right? But let's get into like what dad who deleted daughter by stuffing baby wipe down her throat is arrested. Come on, man. And I'm just scrolling, right? Reading headlines. That's it. 16-year-old deleted to deletion after McDonald's sauce dispute. Mugs getting deleted over McDonald's sauce. Not even going to say too much. That was in Washington, D.C. We're just talking about national things. We ain't even talking about across the 4 corners of the earth, the stuff that's going on. Man charged at the Raleigh home under construction set on fire, right? With arson. Hillsborough police looking for man wanted for armed robbery and kidnapping. I'm not even going over all the things that have been going on. Just in, this girl got hit with this blicky, right? Over 10 times, right? They just caught her kid's father. He tried to offer, right? This other person, this lady in New York got hit with this deletion object, a little poker, over 100 times trying to defend her mother. Another lady, right, got also same thing with the same poker device, in front of her 2 young children, and the person who did the deletion did it in front of his 9-year-old son. So 3 children. And I think the deleter went and deleted her 2 children while his son watched, after they watched him do the deletion of their mother. So there's violence going on the face of the earth, right? And these are all heathen too. Right? But guess what? The scriptures say that the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen. When we go into the day of the Lord, as it pertains to you, Jake's repent and turn back, we tell you that what? The day of the Lord doesn't just start when he actually returns, but what? The days leading up. Right? So it's the same thing for these heathens as well, man. Of course, when the Lord come back, this and that's going to happen. The slaying of the Lord is going to be many. The Lord's going to put these heathens up under subjection and all that. But these times that we're in now, Jacob's trouble, you heathens have no escape. These things, the leading up to this climax of Jacob's trouble, which we're not even in yet, the leading up, we're in. But these things are going to be happening to you as well. And you're going to be wondering what's going on. Well, I'm not even going to go off too much. This is verse 9, Genesis 6 and 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with the Most High, being obedient. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was also corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. Verse 13, and the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth, right? And the Lord said the same thing, right? 2 Peter 3:10, right? But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So the same way the Lord destroyed the earth the first time, right? He's going to do it again. Not the same way, because he said he was never going to flood the earth again. But that fire, the Lord is going to destroy the earth with that fire, man. That's what's going to come, man. Because what can melt the heavens, being this devil Esau Edom, so-called white man's power structure and what he has set up, right? The heavens shall melt with fervent heat, right? Shall pass away with great noise, Salakia. That's that nuclear destruction. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Again, that nuclear destruction. Everything you see is made of elements. Everything around you, right, shall melt with fervent heat. What else could do that? We're talking about the nuclear weaponry, the nuclear arsenal that's been built up by these nations, which is going to destroy America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great. 200 million ICBM nuclear warheads that are going to touch down here and lay this land to waste. This is what we're talking about. So the same way the Lord said he was going to destroy the earth the first time, right? The Lord's going to do the same thing again, just with fire, right? Why, you might ask? Let's get it. This is 2 Ezra 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's what you see going on all across the four corners of the earth, man. The sword, death, and destruction, right? Famine, starvation going on, right? Cannibalism going on, right? But it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, man. And destruction. You see that going on in the face of the earth, but this is not even the climax. We're not even at its height yet, right? The sword, famine, death, destruction. Why? Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. The Lord said he's not going to suffer this wickedness to go on anymore. He's not going to tolerate this wickedness to go on in the earth anymore, man. Right? So all this violence in the earth, all this destruction in the earth is coming by way of the Lord, man. Right? This is of his will. So with that, a little bit, I'm going to do a little part 3 to this lesson. I didn't get everything in. But I want to finish it out with a little part 3. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and close out, giving peace and love to your elect. Shalom.